Democratic strategists and possibly even Democratic candidates are a little bit unnerved right now after it was announced earlier this week that Donald Trump's 24-hour financial haul after officially launching his 2020 campaign Tuesday evening was $24.8 million. Donald Trump raised $24.8 million in the 24 hours following his official 2020 campaign launch. More than any Democrat had raised in their first 24 hours. And in fact, it's actually more money than Biden, Sanders, O'Rourke, Harris, and Warren raised in their first 24 hours combined. So wow, yeah, suddenly Trump's looking a little tough, right? Those are big numbers. Those are impressive numbers. And I'm sure to Donald Trump, they mean a lot. But guess what, folks? To the 2020 election, that doesn't mean that much at all. And here's why. The RNC went ahead and broke down the numbers for us so that we'd know what happened. 6 million of that was raised online. 8 million came from a phone bank. So there's 14 million. So, okay, 14 million, possibly from smaller donors. 10.8 million came from Republican mega donors. So 10 million, 10.8 of your 24.8, all but 14 million, came from these wealthy Republican mega donors who will fund any Republican for any reason because they don't like taxes and they don't like regulations. So I think right off the top, we need to take the 10.8 million off because those Republicans are never going to support a Democrat. They told Joe Biden that earlier this week in a very embarrassing move. But that's why these numbers can be so misleading. Not to mention the fact that it wasn't just money given directly to the Trump campaign, like if you gave to Bernie or Elizabeth Warren, that money goes straight into them. This was money that was raised by 3 different groups. 2 of them affiliated with the RNC, one of them the actual Trump 2020 campaign. All of it ends up back in Trump's coffers. But Bernie and Biden and Warren and Harris and Buttigieg and any of these other folks out there, they only have themselves because the DNC is not raising money for any particular candidate. So that also needs to put a little asterisk by Donald Trump's numbers there. He has the entire party apparatus raising money for him. No Democrat right now has that, and they will not have that until we get to the end of the primaries. So we've got a year, a little more than that, before the DNC starts handing money over to any Democratic candidate. And that's why these numbers are misleading, and that's why I say they don't mean much. Now, the problem that the Democrats do have, though, is that obviously they're raising decent money, millions and millions of dollars for the good candidates, and for a couple of the bad ones too. But they got to use that money to fight each other, right? And that's going to be bad because they're going to lose some money there. But hopefully once we get past the debates and we get really into the heart of the primaries and caucuses, hopefully they can just use that money to promote themselves, not have to go after other candidates, and show how different they are from Trump in terms of policy, not in terms of I say nice things, he says mean things. That's not going to win your campaign. So again, that's why I say that, oh yeah, it's impressive that he raised that much. It's a record. But at the end of the day, the numbers aren't as rosy as they seem. And it's not going to mean that much considering the fact that his approval rating nationwide is still hovering in the very low 40s, and he loses to damn near every Democratic candidate that people have actually heard of in every poll, including those put out by conservatives, that's available today. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.